Hello. How's it going, everybody? So I'm putting this aside because the goal today is going to be to get the game to tell us what files we're actually using, so we can get the data footprint size of our exported build down for playtesters and stuff. How, for those of you out there who use like Unity Game Engine and Unreal Game Engine, like how, because during development you make all these extra meshes and textures and stuff that are like in your data. Are there ways that those systems like tell you what your game is using, or do you just like ship everything you ever made? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. Nobody here uses Unity Game Engine. They auto pack what's necessary. I see. Because you sort of want multiple things, right? Firstly, you want to be able to make a package that only has what's necessary. But secondly, you also want to be able to go back into your own development tree and like delete old stuff that you don't want anymore, right? Used to work with VU4. I have no idea. Is that a sunscreen? Sunscreen company? Okay. Anyway, we're going to start doing this because it's been ad hoc so far. Like what we do so far is just export all the textures and stuff, and we go in. Oh wait, okay. Let me clean some of this up. We sort of misfired here, except some of these are legit. Like this Maya plug. Like, okay. Hold on. I'm in the wrong folder even. This is what misfired. Like, what is that? What is that? What is that? We're going to have to... I'm going to have to clean this up for a second. Yeah. Like the packaging misfired and put files here for some reason. Except maybe that's not what happened, because this is from last night. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, that's the output program. That should be there. These should not be there. Yeah. Okay. All these should not be here. What is X? I think exports might be an actual thing, right? It's not listed. But wait, I know there was other stuff in the scripts folder. Did I accidentally delete the other stuff? You know what? Here's what we do here. Boom. Yeah, okay. So those were actually supposed to be there. Okay, so cool. Cool. Have I ever created a game using a game engine? Yes. I've worked on very large projects that used pre-existing game engines. Do you remember correctly that I have some library that makes tests and outputs some reports in some markup language? No, I don't have that. Somebody else might have made that. Okay, so we're going to start by just, well, we'll do textures and meshes since we probably need both of these. All right, so we're going to do some process, fill out the textures and meshes tables, and then we're going to go write the manifest file. Okay, so we're going to have manifest version is 1. I'm going to say builder string builder. I'm going to say print to builder manifest version. This is going to be a text format. It might as well be because it's just a bunch of lines. We're going to say print to builder. We're going to have some header that just says what the section is. Like I need to figure out some character we're never going to use in anything. I'm just looking at the keyboard right now. What are people not going to use? I could use a non-ASCII character. I don't know. I'm just going to do semicolons. We use semicolons every day. Textures, right? And then later we're going to have a format for meshes, or sorry, and that there. We're going to do textures. We're going to say for textures print for value key in textures print to builder key, because the texture name is the key. It's like bombs are key. And then we're going to go file name is tprint. We'll just drop it in runtree. Let's just say all.manifest, right? And then we'll say write entire file name builder, and then log manifest written to file name. Put the word success at the bottom so everybody can see that. Okay. Cool. That compiles, which is great. Thing is, let's make sure we're loading this file because it's a new file. Yep. So thing is, now we just need to put all the textures and the meshes in. Is a Megaton feature already in the language? No, it is not yet, but we kind of don't need it at this time. We'll see. We'll probably put it. It's a very experimental feature, so we're just playing around with other things first to get it stable. Okay, how do we get all the textures? Okay, so first we want to know what levels we're going to ship. And we have some ways of knowing this. Okay. First, we need to know which levels we are going to ship. For sure, we need the overworld. Table add. Should it be a table or an array? I feel like let's do an array. Levels is also going to be a table, right? I wonder, can we do table string void? It should handle that. Because, you know, like if you use C++ or something, you have all these bullshit data types for like slightly different use cases. Like, oh, this is a set. And then this other thing is a table mapping 1-to-1 or whatever. And it's like, no, like just have a table with void in the value slot. It's fine, right? And I'm just putting bool there for now. I don't know, because what's her job? Tables. Why is there swearing? Okay. We're going to add the overworld. And then we might want to pass. I might want to pass this around. Also, we're going to want to output the levels, by the way. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Okay. So, and actually, we're going to want because level sets have their own files right now as well. Okay. So we already have a thing that opens the overworld and gets all the level sets, by the way. Oh, we also have, yeah, collect set per level. Level info. Okay, see, this starts by looking at the files. And this looks in the level sets for orphans. Okay, it's this one that we're looking for. Okay, so, here we go. the overworld. If we can't get the overworld, we can't do any of this. Okay, so we do this. We could also report if we have an entry twice on the overworld. We could do that. Hit that level name, right? Find the name. If found, log error level whatever is in has multiple level entries on the overworld. Name. We won't exit because that's not fatal, but otherwise we will add the thing. That could just be name. That's why we made a shorter name. Okay, so we get all these. Now also though, right. So this gives us, okay. We just want each level once. All right, so we do set per level, and then we say for set per level, if table find level sets it, we already have it, else table add level sets it true, right? Okay, so now we have level sets, we have level names. Oh, this is shoot, right? That's that. Okay, I've probably made at least one mistake by now that'll prevent us from compiling, so we'll check that. But the next thing to do, like I said, is to go through all these level sets. Is annoying, but yeah. Okay. Return value success is being ignored. Oh. Right. The value is the first return value. Table add, right, because we have our useless bool there. Collect set per level. What's our job? Tables. You know, when we print out these types, we could check to see if they match the default value and not print those parameters, because this is pretty long, because table has all these parameters, but like most of these are defaults. Okay. You know what? Yeah, we'll just do it this way. Okay, it's just this thing wants an array, not a hash table. So, okay. So, for each level set, iterate over all its levels and ensure those levels are already in levels. If they aren't, give the user a helpful error message, but this won't ruin the creation of the manifest. Okay, so unique sets is another array. We maintain this array just so we don't have to go through the level sets table and oh, you know what? It's good. It'll be simpler. Okay, so this level sets here, we could make this be a pointer. All right. Let's make sure that works. I believe we should just be able to plug that into the hash table. Okay. So now that we have that, because I was going to make a parallel array that has the pointers because the table has the names. But no, let's just put the pointers in the table. Okay, so now for level sets, we could just do this and say, let's call that set for set.level names if value found our table find. Table find. I've been taking the pointer to the table, and we don't need that, so we're just auto dereferring, which is funny. Funny, haha. Funny, haha. Okay, so table find levels. Let's call it name. Levels name if found else. Yeah. If we found it, then would no need to do anything. Otherwise, add it, but also report an error. Okay, so log error level is in level set whatever but has no level entry on the overworld. Name, set.name, there we go, and then table add, levels name true. Okay, we've already written 100 lines of code today. Set is a bool for some reason. Oh. Yeah. That's the value. All right. Type wanted string, type given S64. What? Why is that S64? Level names? Oh, that's an array. That is an array. Okay. GG's. All right, so let's run this 100 lines of code that we just wrote. After our game leisurely starts up. Manifest. How are we doing? Ooh, it didn't like that. Okay, let's find out why. Sticky has multiple heroes 2B is in multiple level sets. Now, this is not one that we did, but this is the get sets per level that's telling us that. Okay, why'd we barf? Manifest. Okay, hold on. So, in annoying things that happen during development sometimes, I make the x64 build out of habit, and we currently, because we're generating better code for x64 build that uses actual registers for the values, but we haven't updated the debug info to know about that yet. Debug info for x64 is currently unreliable. So I'm just going to run it again with a different backend. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a null set here, right? Oh, come on. Bro. Dude, okay. I think we're going to need to do something. We need more. So what was annoying me there was I couldn't see the variable set. Might not really be our fault, because Visual Studio is very bad at showing you a symbol on a line when it's going into or out of scope, especially. Wait, did I just... Oh, no. When a symbol is going out of scope, it's very bad at showing you that. And that's in a special case right there where the scoping is complicated with regard to the source code in a way that Visual Studio also doesn't understand. So I don't know. Okay. So yeah, this is null for some reason. Yeah, like we're in this fucking for loop and we don't see the identifier. That's not acceptable. That's pissing me off. We're not going to fix it right now, but we absolutely have to have tests that detect this sort of thing, because otherwise this kind of regression happens in the compiler and you don't see it, right? Okay. Now what? I'm not sure why we're getting a null level set unless we add a null level set, which we should not ever do. Oh no, we would. We do that. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about this possibility. The collect set per level certainly could tell us about, okay. If it else, so if it's here, else we'll say log error level has a level entry on the overworld but is not in a level set, and array index, right? Okay, that's probably what's happening. Dude, you people who use angle braces to do, those aren't even angle braces. They're less than and greater than. Why do you people think generics are done with less than and greater than? Hey, look, that was the problem. Clone duet is in clones. Into the sky. This is a lot more of these messages than I had hoped to see, but okay, anyway, so now we have a manifest here. All.manifest. Oh, hey, look. I changed it to a pointer, but I didn't output the names. So we get the pointer addresses of all the level sets. Not that useful. But then we have levels, and that's pretty good. And textures and meshes we're not getting yet, right? Let's see how many levels we have. From 56 to 816. That's, 760, right? Sounds about right. How long have I been making this game in the stream? 40 minutes and 47 seconds. So collect set per level. Okay, so basically down here, we're just going to do that. All right. Run that puppy again. And then next comes the fun part. Hey, look, we got our level sets. Now, we could already use this. Kind of. Because we have... We have our file visitor. And I don't remember, like it sort of recurses down into folders and stuff. I don't remember if we can tell it not to go into certain folders. I feel like we should be able to do that. If not, maybe we add it today. But we're not even going to do that yet. I think we're going to do the textures and meshes next because let's just work on the manifest. And then once we have the manifest, we could load the manifest on the other side on the exporter, and then we can start using the data. How much time have I making all the game? 2 weeks. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. Okay. Now here's the thing for textures. We already want to put in for textures there's a special texture for every level that you see from the overworld. That the level entries pop up. All right. So let's actually add those, but we'll do it from the level entry place. That was way up here. All right, so for each level, let's comment a little more. Level entry on the overworld. Add it to our levels array and add the, what do we call it? The Nexus shot texture to the textures table. This is a table, that's a table. Okay, so now look at all those errors. Okay, I'm just thinking, my brain is going a bunch of places at once right now of all the things to do. We have like 3 different commands at least. Like I want to do a sweep where we clean up the overworld, right? And okay, hold on. So we have this level info command, which is what a lot of, and then there's level entry check. So I'm just writing down to run all of these later and collect like all the errors that come out from that and be like, all right, Darren, we need to fix all these. Okay, so anyway. Where do we save? Yeah. Okay. Get Nexus shot name. Okay, so get Nexus. I just want to make a function for this so we don't have to duplicate it and change it and be sad, right? Name. It's just going to be return tprint of whatever. It's just double underscore and then the name, which is very easy. But again, I want to have us call into that. So if we change it, everybody gets the change, right? Okay. Table add to textures, get Nexus shot name. Great. Oh, I got to put the dummy true. We could try the void thing. Let's try this first. Any plans for more videos with Casey? Well, we just do a video when we feel like we have something useful to talk about, which is not always. All right. Manifest. Yeah. So let's go back and look at here. There we go. So now we have all our double underscore levels, textures. Okay. This is not even close to all the textures that we need, but it is some. It is some of the textures that we need. In fact, let's do some other. So character switch. Character info. Add the textures from the character select wheel for headshot names if it not equal to none. Table add to textures it true. Right? Just a little something. Now, let's actually try this void thing. Let's try it. Levels. I don't know if it's, I don't think we can pass a value of type void. I don't think this is going to work. Unless we modify the thing some more. Like null is not void. You know how people say null and void? It's not that way. All right, I'm just going to think about this some other time. We would like to make it so you could easily do that. Possibly there's just another overload of table add that only works if the parameter is void, and we just eliminate that parameter, right? That's a little bit silly because, yeah, it's a little bit silly, but it's a thing we could do. Okay. Could you please incorporate a double-barreled shotgun in the game? Dude, you are some kind of 1990s gamer who think that the double-barreled shotgun is like the most badass shotgun because you played Doom one time and you managed to get one kill on your friends. People who play Escape from Tarkov know about more than the double-barreled shotgun, all right? Let's just say that. Like, you should be saying, can you please put the KS-23 in the game? Or, what the fuck's the revolver shotgun from Tarkov? The MTS 255-12. This is not a very good page. Anyway. Or like this one, right? .27 gauge. 4 gauge using the current European standards. This is nasty. Gauge, by the way, the smaller the number is, the larger the barrel. It's like the inverse of the way most measurements go for some reason. All right. Anyway, double-barreled shotgun. Okay. So we just put in the character headshots. We'll try to remember to look for those to make sure they're in there, but let's continue. So load every level and collect assets. Now here's where we do a change where I knew at the beginning I was going to do this. And then I was like, But see, we're going to want to pass this manifest around because like we want to factor out into a function because it'll be a little messy otherwise. Do all the stuff for this level. And we just want to pass it the whole manifest because we don't know what we're going to want to put in there and stuff. So really we want to be like, put all this stuff in here, right? And here and here. Okay. Now, that said, because this is a good programming language, that's not going to break anything because we just say using manifest, and now we're good. But the point being that then we could say for, oh, okay, this is a little bit, this is a little bit Harry because levels is in manifest and we are passing manifest off to a routine to add stuff to it, but levels is frozen at this point and will not change. All right, so add level assets to the manifest with some name. And what is that name? It's for levels. We do this. All right. And then what is this function? It doesn't exist yet. All right. Well, and then we need this. Okay. Nope. Nope. Type wanted. Oh, I did it again, guys. Maybe I do want a different type for a one slot hash table. I don't know. See, this is weird because in computers, you always think of key value, right? And here we always do value comma key. And the reason why is because the key is analogous to the index of an array, right? And you get the index second in the for loop because you often don't care about it, right? So this is all about making it basically the same as array iteration, but it gets confusing still sometimes when I think about hash tables. So that's just going on the list of things to think about. Okay. What is happening? Can gauges go negative? I assume that the reason it's called whatever gauge is because it's a fraction of some unit, right? Like 4 gauge is a quarter of something. And actually, I don't know if gauge is linear or area. Come to think of it. Anywho. Okay, what does add level assets to the manifest do? Well, we got to load the level. And I'm pretty sure we have functions to load arbitrary levels. Boy, so I got up early and I streamed a bit, and now I want to go back to bed because I haven't got enough sleep yet. But I don't want to abandon the people. But I just had this wave of like, oh, time to go back to bed. I'm yawning and stuff. Oh. Okay. So for example, we do here. Yeah, let's just do this. Unable to load level whatever for asset collection, exclamation point, name. All right, so if this entity has a mesh, add that to the meshes. And then maybe there's some complications about like texture asset slots that could be on entities or whatever. I don't know. Okay. You know, so meshes are unique across the game. So we only have one triangle mesh pointer per mesh asset. So we could have the table in manifest actually be triangle mesh, right? So if e.mesh table add manifest.meshes e.mesh true, right? All right, and then level entry. Right, is it dot name? Whoops, I did this wrong. Interesting. Return. Yeah, we don't want to return anything there. All right, let's try this. We're going to be a little bit skeptical. Level. No, not level. Manifest. We're just running the manifest command. I should actually output to the log as we load each level, because that's a process that could take a little bit of time. While we're waiting for this, it's also debug build. Log loading level whatever name. Oh, we actually get that already. Never mind, because our load entities logs that. So this like is loading all the meshes and stuff. And maybe the textures for the dudes. Right. So back here, for every mesh, add the textures it uses. I'm not quite sure what's the best way to get this, but oh, right while I was typing, it didn't like this. Well, God damn it, dude. Like this is exactly why we're making a new programming language, so we don't have to deal with shit like this. But like the fact that we're not done means we have a little bit. But even like this might also be, you know, like Visual Studio getting confused by the fact that the other scope is on the same line. Like, probably this is just us dereferencing key though. Like again, so what happened last time was we added a null thing. Now we're not, I don't think we're doing that. So I don't really know. That's the very big length pointer. That is not a string. Wait. Why do we think this is a string? Oh, because it is a string. I wonder if name is invalid in some cases. That would be stinky, and we would want to fix that. Let's just see. Let's just log an error if it looks bad, and then we'll deal with it. So we're going to want to do some stuff per mesh there, but we have to deal with this. So when we write out the meshes, I'm going to say see, I don't really know how to identify so this is temporary because this is not a robust thing to do. We're just trying to get to the bottom of what the problem is, and then we'll fix the problem. So we print to builder the name. Okay. Now, because we didn't store any information to map this back to the source, we actually want to know back here where we add it. Let's call this level name because we're shadowing a thing called name with a thing called name, and they mean different things, which is bad. Okay, level name. Level whatever. Whatever. Level name entity string E. All right, let's see if that fires. Yeah, like this mesh stuff was not originally written by me, and so it may be doing things that I don't understand and or do not find acceptable, like having uninitialized names, which wouldn't That doesn't make sense though. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on right now. We're just going to see. It could be anything. Could be compiler bug. Could be just a bug in the game that we haven't detected. Although we do this kind of load all the levels in the game for other commands, and it works. But I don't really know if I've ever stepped over all entities and looked at the mesh pointer. Unmake unlikely marriage. Well, that says more about you than the game, maybe. Okay, so now that said, I'm remembering something about what the hell, dude? Oh, well. Okay, hold on. Okay, there's a number of errors we need to fix here. So this is weird because we got this position 2, right? Oh, wait. See, I keep not doing the right thing. Like, what was I thinking here, by the way? Okay, you can tell I need more sleep again. All right. All right. Manifest. Boom. That open world error, I need to figure out what's going on with that. Yeah, and you know what? I think I'm fine with ignoring these corrupted strings for now. Oh, it's in the very last thing that we do. That might be the only one. That is extremely sus. Oh, wait, and it gets corrupted later. So we should never see this position 2. If we do, it means that it got corrupted between the time we put it in the thing and later, and that is bad. That is badge. So we're going to have to look at that. Let's load our manifest, though. See what we got. We got our level sets. We got our levels. Oh, look at this. Look at all these meshes from the entities. Look at that. Holy crap, it's 85,000 lines. Wait, are we... Okay, we're not deduplicating these. See this? I'm finding Isle Rocky A like a lot of times. That's way, we don't want to do that, right? So instead of doing a find explicitly, we have a table add. I thought we had an add if unique. Table set. But yeah, we could do table set. Instead, and then textures. Okay, hold on. Basically, every single table add should be a table set. Whoops. Because we really want to use these as sets, but all right. Let's just try that. So our old manifest is 85,000 lines, and we'll see if it gets a lot smaller. This is a good practice to just notice when your thing is way bigger than it should be. Something web people don't seem to do very much. They do it sometimes. We're just cranking through the levels. We need to solve this mystery of this corrupted string eventually. Yeah, it's like the last one. I don't think that's a coincidence, but I don't know what it means yet. Anyway, so now we'll go here. Now it's a mere 4,000 lines. We just saved 81,000 lines. Oh, look, here's also an empty string. There's another one. Another one. Or maybe these have new lines at the end. See, I don't think those are empty string necessarily. Although maybe they are. Maybe there's lots of meshes with like null names. Oh. Bro. We're about to reduce the number of lines in our manifest. It's 4278 right now. Remember that number. What I did not take into account is yes. If e.mesh.dynamically generated continue. These are not assets on disk. They're dynamically generated in those cases. Okay. Why are we? Oh, because we're in the debugger and debugger sucks. 4278, that was the number. Are all the mesh files in a singles folder? No, they're not. Manifest. Okay. Hey, we got rid of our corrupted string, which seems bad. Like, we shouldn't be having non-null names on dynamically generated strings. Anyway, 4165 now, and you'll notice the new lines are gone, which is great. I am feeling groggy from not getting enough sleep, so I'm going to try going back to bed. But we're doing pretty good. We theoretically have all the meshes. We don't have all the textures yet. So what we need to do next, when we come back, is we want to go through each of these meshes. This loop here, we need to fill this out. And we need to iterate over all the textures used directly in the mesh. And then iterate over the shaders used in the mesh and get the textures. And then maybe we'll even put shaders in the manifest. I don't know if we'll use them yet, but we could do that preemptively. Right. So I'm going to go try to get a little more sleep, and we'll come back later and do some more of this. Why not just parsing the level files? Because the level files, what do you want me to write a separate parser for the level files than the ones that already load them? What? All right, thanks everybody. We'll be back a little bit later on, hopefully. This has been good. It's, it was 6 a.m. and I got up and I was like, oh, it's too early. And then I was like, let me just start banging this out rather than watching stupid YouTube videos trying to go back to sleep. And we did that. We got 185 lines, and it's pretty good. We're just going to do some more stuff then soon. All right, thanks everybody. We'll be back later. Bye.